other areas and other kind of councils within sport and give an overview of those. Obviously this session is very focused on the UK. You could do a bit of research if you're outside of the UK of the kind of governing and overview of sport in the location that you're working. The UK is quite particular in terms of it has quite a good infrastructure. When we're looking at places like the US and China, they're so vast and large in terms of and disjointed in terms of those structures. There isn't always such a seamless link to all the agencies and partners involved. So Sport Wales is a national organisation responsible for developing and promoting sport and active lifestyles. It's a main advisory on sporting matters to the Welsh Government and is responsible for distributing funds in the National Lottery Sports in Wales, and has two national centres, which is a national centre in Cardiff and the Plesmannau National Water Sports Centre in North Wales. Their key kind of targets, if you look at this diagram, looks around kind of developing sport and recreation and that active recreation, developing play, but also developing that active living and that active lifestyles in terms of physical activity spectrum. So Sport Wales basically linked to their kind of agenda of climbing higher, which basically looks at creating an active Wales action plan and have a vision for sport to get every child hooked on sport. Their main themes are working in community sport strategy, developing people and places, developing performance and excellence, so that's their elite strategy, funding and supporting, looking at coaching, and then research and policy. Moving on. Okay, so you can see there's very kind of similarities between each of the home countries' governing body of sport. So Sport Scotland is the national agency for sport in Scotland. They see Scotland where sport is a way of life, where sport is at the heart of society, making a positive impact on people and communities. So Sport Scotland basically believes sport should be open to everyone and conducted in a way that promotes equality and respect for others. Competition should be fair and take place within the spirit of the rules of sport, and success should result from honest endeavour, training, preparation by the athlete and impartially by those who officiate. Athletes must comply with the World Anti-Doping Code, and those who work with athletes should put their interests first and not abuse their trusts. All those in sport should put interests before any personal financial gain, and sponsorship and other commercial involvement should be compatible with the ethics and values of sport. So looking at the diagram, these are their key objectives within their vision. So looking at schools and education, developing people, communities and clubs, places, performance sports, and then profile. And their vision is outlined in their kind of plan Raising the Bar 2015 to 2019, which outlines their key three priorities as improvement of qualities and inclusion, people development, and collaboration and impact. The final one we're going to look at is Sport Northern Ireland. So Sport Northern Ireland is a leading public body for sports development in Northern Ireland. Their vision is Northern Ireland will be a renowned place where people enjoy, engage and excel in sport. Their mission is to lead sports development at all levels, producing more participants and more winners. So they have some key aims. Okay, so supporting communities to increase and support the number of people adopting and sustaining sporting lifestyles. Supporting clubs to enable more people to reach their sporting goals through a structured environment. Supporting winners to help more Northern Ireland athletes to win at the highest level. So from this, Northern Ireland remains clear in the values and cultures of the organisation and derives its commitment to excellence and values to develop and provide people in Northern Ireland with world-class opportunities and experiences. It works with key partners and staff and develop their kind of values and principles framework to achieve their corporate vision, mission and goals and strategic objectives. Looking at this, their strategic objectives involves leadership, being strategic and using our resources and expertise to achieve their maximum impact. Creativity, pushing the boundaries and being flexible and innovative in their approach. Teamwork, ensuring genuine collaborations and partnerships, embracing contribution of others. Excellence, providing an outstanding service for all. And integrity, being accountable and transparent, honest and fair. Okay, so I've gone through each of the kind of UK agencies in terms of sport, and hopefully you can kind of see a clear theme in terms of their agendas, what they're trying to do, where they're trying to work, and you will notice that there's lots of similarities, maybe different titles or different words used, but they're all trying to focus on the same things around developing people, developing facilities, developing excellence and elite performers, but also that active engagement and the active lifestyles from children right through to adults.